What's going on, guys? I'm Jay Black. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I want to talk about retired actress Bridget Fonda. Now, for those of you who may not remember Bridget Fonda, she was mainly an actress in the 90s, and she was an attractive woman in the 90s. She especially as an actress, she basically built a name for herself, even though she comes from a famous family. She had a famous father, a famous aunt, but she made a name for herself as a blonde-haired, blue-eyed, skinny or slim not model, but actress. But she retired in 2002 after she got married to basically be a stay-at-home mom. I believe right during that time, she had gotten into a bad car accident where she really messed up her back. And I don't know if those problems also may have contributed to her stepping away from acting. I'm pretty sure it probably did. And she never got into acting ever again. Now, her husband, Danny Elfman, is a well-known music composer. And he's composed for a lot of different projects. And he's on social media, and he doesn't even post her. He just posts what he's doing, and he posts the family dog. But he does not post her anymore, and now you see why. This woman looks completely different. As a matter of fact, when I saw this picture, I was like, that can't be her. That can't be her. Because she was recently, as of 2009, she went on a red carpet for Inglourious Bastards. And she looked like the picture on the left, right? But you fast forward to 2022, there were some people, photographers, paparazzi, y'all know those people, who follow people, who harass people, but they never get sued. And they got pictures of her when she's out and about. And I don't know if they've known where she lived and had pictures of her before, but now those pictures have gone viral, and a lot of people are reacting to this, as well as I'm going to react to this. And I want to speak to the audience. When people talk about a wall, I truly believe there's a wall. But to me, this wall was mainly physical, to the point to where she completely let herself go. Now, maybe her husband didn't care. Maybe she's having health issues that we don't know about. But she does not look the same. It could be stress. It reminds me of the director Antoine Fuqua. His wife gained a ton of weight during the marriage because she was a well-known actress. But again, she put her career to the side to be a wife and just be at home. And people thought that was maybe why he strayed, But again, you just never know what's going on in these people's lives, what they're going through. But let's get into this article from page 6. It says Bridget Fonda doesn't care about keeping up with the Kardashians or even her aunt Jane Fonda, judging from the first public photos of her in 12 years. These photos, seen today on her 58th birthday, show the once glamorous star who retired from acting in 2002 looking very different from her red carpet heyday. As you can see, that was her back in the 90s. Fonda was wearing a black and white striped jersey top and black sweatpants, her face makeup free, as she was spotted driving around Los Angeles and running errands. She is part of the famous Fonda acting dynasty. Her grandfather was an Oscar-winning screen legend Henry Fonda, who passed in 1982 at 77, and her father, Easy Rider star Peter Fonda, who passed at 79 in 2019. And her aunt is actress and fitness guru Jane Fonda, who's 84. You see that's there. That was in 2009. Her last public appearance before the photos that went viral, as you can see here. Fonda reportedly left acting after a bad car accident in 2003, in which she fractured her back the same year she married composer and former frontman Danny Elfman, who's 68. Their son, Oliver, 17, followed a year later. Elfman has 2 daughters from a previous marriage. Elfman is still active in the entertainment industry and posts frequently on his Instagram account with 158 followers, which rarely showcases his family and instead focuses on his work as a musician and the family dog, Yuki. 2 days later, Elfman posted that he will be performing at Coachella Music Festival this year. Fonda's biggest movie was the lead in 1992 thriller single White Female. She also known for her roles in The Godfather Part 3 and singles Point of No Return, It Could Happen to You, Jackie Brown, her last role in a TV film called Snow Queen in 2002. She made her movie debut in her dad's classic film Easy Rider in 1969. When she was only 5 years old, she was younger. She has a younger brother, Justin, who's 55, who works both behind and in front of the camera in film and TV. One of the last times she was seen at a Hollywood event was in 2009 when she attended the LA premiere of Quentin Tarantino's film Inglourious Basterds with Elfman. I wonder what kind of satisfaction I would have with where I am now if I wasn't a part of the family that has done such phenomenal work, Fonda told Movie Line for the cover story in 1993. I wonder what it would feel like to know that you've made it completely under your own steam. I sometimes wonder if I would be more at peace if I could know I made it by myself instead of always wondering how many times my name get me in the door. Maybe this is what happened with her. Maybe she has always wondered whether her family got her where she is. And I'm pretty sure it did. I mean, she's also was very easy on the eyes, so that helped. But I think she's probably one of those people who come from dynasties in the entertainment industry that wants to completely make it on their own, and they don't want to be labeled as somebody that got help getting into wherever they got to. I think it really bothers a lot of these people who come from these families that people think they only got to where they are due to their fame, which is probably why it was so easy for her to leave acting and to just transition to being a stay-at-home mom. So I think that played a part into why she pretty much left Hollywood, because in her mind, it's like, you know what? The success that I've had to do with me being a Fonda. And why don't I go and do what I want to do away from the spotlight and just be a supportive wife to her husband, who is a music composer. Fonda, a 1986 graduate of NYU, also studied at the Lee Strasberg Theater Institute. In February 2003, she miraculously survived a rollover car crash on the Pacific Coast Highway, walking away only because she wore her seatbelt. Authorities said at the time Fonda had been headed south on the highway in Malibu when she lost control of her 2001 Jaguar, which flipped over an embankment and tumbled downhill. Wow. Later, it was reported the injury she suffered in her back was more serious than originally thought. It is said that her accident, combined with her son's birth in 2004, led her to retire from acting and focus on being a mom. See, that was her then. That was her. I think if she would have stayed in acting, she probably would still look the same, because there's certain pressures too. I think she probably had the pressure to stay thin and to have that look, right? Bridget apparently stayed close to her Aunt Jane over the years. Photos of a Christmas party hosted by Bridget and her husband in 2009 are displayed on Jane's website. Bridget and Danny give an annual Christmas party, each one with a theme. Jane Fonda wrote, "This year was Cuba, and there was a fantastic full Cuban band. Many people wore costumes. We did a minimal job on costumes, but had fun anyway. Vanessa, Fonda's daughter, and my grandchildren just got in from Atlanta in time for the party and to see their cousin Oliver." So that's their family there. Prior to meeting and marrying Elfman, Fonda was in a relationship with Eric Stoltz for about 7 years until two broke up in around 1998. She later dated musician Dwight Yoakam from 1999 to April of 2002. She and Elfman live with their son in two neighboring properties worth about $8 million located in Encino in the San Fernando Valley just outside Los Angeles. They bought the adjoining properties last year after selling their estate in Hancock Park. They also have a ranch in Santa Barbara. She seems to have found personal happiness since her marriage to Elfman. Fonda did not always come across as totally confident in early interviews. In 1993, she begged a journalist not to write that she was smoking. When he asked her why, she said that she was worried about her grandmother reading that she smoked. She also said, "I smoke when I'm nervous. I get nervous about not being a good interviewer." And that could contribute to why she ultimately left Hollywood, because she was just not as comfortable in her own skin. And I think that I think she enjoyed being an actress, but I don't think that was her passion. I think she got into it because of her family and because, of course, you're a female that looked the way that she looked, her age. Of course, she wants to be famous and do acting. But I think after a while, she probably got tired of the grind and wanted to do something different. And combine that with the accident that she had, she just wanted out. She just wanted to, do something different, which is fine. She's entitled to do whatever it is she wants to do. Ultimately, it's her life. She can choose to go in any direction she wants to. But she could probably easily get that weight off if, once she hook up with those Hollywood fitness gurus out there. I'm pretty sure she can get back to her same body in no time, because you got money, you can hire the best. So let me know in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts. Make sure you like this video and share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'll see you all in the next one.